On March 18th, here at the I-84 off-ramp, a man was struck by a car and killed while riding his bike. The driver fled the scene. I'm your Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis talking to Jason McCain's wife as she hopes to find justice for her husband.
I sent him a text message and said, "Are you okay?" And he didn't answer.
Cristy McCain recalls the moment she knew something was wrong after her husband, Jason McCain, didn't answer his phone after he had gone on a bike ride as he always did, not knowing he had lost his life after a car struck and killed him, leaving the crime scene.
The second vehicle that hit him stopped, and there were some other eyewitnesses that were there that just stopped and tried to give aid.
Cristy tells me this isn't the first time he had been hit by a car. In total, he had been in 5 bike versus car accidents. The first accident left him paralyzed, and the 5th took his life.
He always wore a helmet, would never go anywhere without a helmet.
Cristy tells me his bike had flags and lights, making sure to alert people that he was there.
That's his form of running. That's his race chair. This is called a hand cycle.
Whenever he'd go out on a bike ride, or if we left the house, whatever, we always made sure to say goodbye, I love you, give you a kiss. Even when he went on bike rides, I'd go stand in the garage and wait for him to get all ready, and he'd get on, make sure everything was where he wanted it.
But on March 18th, she didn't know it would be the last time she would see him alive, after a gray Acura TL would later hit him and flee the scene, which she says by the autopsy is the impact that killed him.
They need to be responsible and come forward and accept the responsibility of what they did. If it's an accident, it's an accident. Accidents happen, but leaving the scene of the crime made it more than just an accident to me.
While she tells me she can't move on as the Idaho State Police investigation is still ongoing, she will always remember her husband as the inspiration he was.
He would try anything, created many, many things.
Jason was also a triathlete, competing anytime he could, and training at the Caldwell YMCA if the weather didn't allow him to ride his bike. Cristy showed me all the medals that Jason won and all the things he made to keep biking, despite his physical limitations.
He didn't let anything hold him back.
But one thing she will miss the most.
Constantly telling me every day that he loved me, multiple times a day. It's hard not to hear that now.
Her goal now is to bring awareness to drivers, to make sure to keep their eyes open for cyclists and others on the road, but also to find the person responsible for the accident. She recalls the poem she read at his memorial, as she tells me his memory will live on in the community.
Life is not a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in sideways, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, "Wow, what a ride." And that's how he lived his whole life.
Anyone with information is encouraged to contact Idaho State Police. For more information, follow this story on IdahoNews6.com. I'm your Caldwell neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis for Idaho News 6.